I definitely did not show as many faces in 2017 as I do in 2020. I guess I stopped caring so much. Welcome to a very special episode of Go-Go Super Tow, where I'm going to compare All Trains 2017 with the same route I just took this year in All Trains 2022. And I'm not going to pause the video. This isn't like necessarily a reaction video. I'm just going to sort of spot things in real time and not do just sort of see what differences we can see. And here comes actually the first one. Look at that. They're replacing the display above the Delancey Essex. And there was no display. There was the Hidden Figures advertisement above the Delancey Essex Street station. So that's new. Also Omni. Obviously Omni. Brand new. No such thing as Omni in 2017. Only pipe dreams. Omni dreams. Omni dreams. Oh, I think what I will do is I will compare the train models, also the rolling stock for each of the trains from 2017 and see there's been some pretty big changes in the rolling stock, and there have been some not so big changes in the rolling stock. Like this one. There's a Z. Looks like R143 and R143. See? No difference. Except if I had caught R32 back in 2017, that would have been a huge difference because R32's not a thing anymore. They're resting at the bottom of the Atlantic, some of them. Sorry, I guess the East River, Hudson River, somewhere. They're resting at the bottom of some water. They swim with the fishes, as the mobsters say. Speaking of R32s, there goes one the other way on the 2017 reel. Oh my gosh, what station is this on the right? I guess they haven't... Wow, they haven't repaired that station. It still looks terrible. They haven't in 5 years, and that station still looks like terribleness. Oh yeah, the boards on the R143s were all L, and they've changed it since then. They've made them L, and then they split it and put see right there? They put the JZ and the L. They split the display boards, the location display or travel display boards, so they can be used on the L or the JZ. Canal Street. Oh, wow. Canal Street's been improved. Look at that. They've refurbished it. Very nice. Or cleaned it or something. Interesting. Wow. Okay, it looks like it was a lot more crowded in 2017 for sure, but a lot of that has to do with time of day, I think, or time of year. I did the 2017 one in early January, like January 3rd or something. Really early January. Okay, so we're going to take the W train now. W trains now are R46s. It's a nice little ceramic. Did they redo? I think they redid the ceramics here at Canal Street too, didn't they? Can't tell for sure. Because I never made the videos, the 2017 video, with the idea that I would do this ever, again. But I did. So... The footage for the 2017 video is a lot of looking at my feet and not a lot of stations and trains. We changed that. I changed that. So yeah, this is a big change right here. R46 R train is not a thing now. That's pretty cool to see though. R68W train, a Durkle 68, and this is just like a regular 46. So I would say this is I guess the 68s are still on the W line to a degree right now, aren't they? I think mostly they're being used for the Q shuttles from, during this weird time where the Q is only going between Prospect Park and Coney Island. Oh yeah, we gotta take the W quite a ways. There's Prince Street on the left on 2017. Oh, look at that. I did dual time-lapse dances. Because that's what happens when I get bored. I'm like, okay, how am I going to make this interesting? Time-lapse. Fine. Union Square. Oh, I stopped the time-lapse at Union Square both times. Wow. Talk about consistency. I haven't watched the 2017 video in forever. Oh, I will also want to point out that I'm using the pre-edited videos, and I'm editing slightly... mostly the 2017 video because it was longer. I'm trying to speed it up where I need to make sure I enter the same trains at the same time, around the same time. So we can compare rolling stock side by side. That's the idea anyway. We'll see how it goes. But that's why you'll hear the 2017 video speed up sometimes. You'll hear my voice go like really fast because I'm, speeding up the video so I can match the train entrances. So 28th, I think we're taking the 42nd because we got to take the shuttle train, right? Was that a R160Q train? That's not a thing anymore at all. Oh, I used to have conversations with other feet. Do you guys miss that? Do you guys miss the actual me making up conversations with other people's feet? I mean, just let me know. I'll start doing it again if you really miss it that much. But whatever. All right, 42nd Street. So we're going to take the bi-dirkle W, but we're going to take the shuttle now. Now this is a huge. This is the biggest difference by far, I believe. The shuttle platform. Huge improvement. Like there were 4 tracks and now there's 2 and a giant platform, and they didn't need 4 tracks to run back and forth between. How many people did they used to move between Grand Central and Times Square to have 4 shuttle tracks? I mean, who thought that was a good idea in the first place? I don't know. I'm not, I don't design stations or ideas or travel or transit or anything, although I probably should. But, same S trains, new platforms. Very cool. I am a big fan of the improvement on the shuttle train, and I think it will last a very long time the way that it is. And I want to say they made the shuttle trains longer. I keep forgetting. Are they 6 cars now? 2 tracks, 6 cars instead of 4 tracks, 3 cars, something like that. I will definitely be corrected in the comments on that. All right. Yep, that's right. Got to sit on the train and wait. Same idea, too. I just put it right under my feet and just sat there. Just like sitting there watching the door open and close. Just make a round trip on the shuttle so I can take the R train next from Times Square. Those were my favorite shoes. The 2017 shoes, I wore them a long time. They're really great shoes. I'd like my shoes now, though, too. I really wish ASICS would give me a brand deal, but whatever. All right, so we're done with the shuttle. Oh, yeah, so one of the main differences between cameras, obviously, is the shakiness. You make sacrifices here and there, with the camera choices. On the left, I was using a DSLR. On the right, I'm using the Osmo DJI Osmo Pocket, which has it's built on a gimbal, and it's really small, and it's pretty much made for doing what I do. There's another R46 R train. I guess that's pretty much exclusively what the R was back then, but now it's exclusively R160s. Yep, definitely an upgrade, but that's because of the switch changes that necessitated a better, more updated model. Can't wait till the R46s go away! Yeah, I'm saying we're going to 57th, 7th in each video. I separated, just in case you can make it out, I separated the audio, so the All Trains 2022 is on audio channel right, and All Trains 2017 is on audio channel left. So if you're interested in actually hearing the difference without me yapping over it like I am now, maybe I'll upload that later. I don't know. It's up. I probably will. I'll probably upload that later because I think that would be interesting just to hear the difference between 2017 me and 2022 me, and what I said and what I didn't say, and what I knew and what I didn't know. My delivery has definitely changed, and it's not just the voiceover that has changed. Not just the voice changer that I got rid of. By the way, some of you have said you missed the voice changer, and I appreciate that, but I'm sorry, I'm not going back to it. I am going to be me from now on. Yes, I remember now. 2017, before I learned to hate the R46s. Hate is a strong word. I don't hate the R46s. They get me from where I need to go to where I want. They get me from where I am to where I want to go. I don't hate them. Just literally every other car is a more comfortable ride than the 46s. Oh, we got an R46Q versus an R160. That was a downgrade. But we knew that was a downgrade. We knew that was coming. For anybody who's been riding trains since 2017, you remember when the Q switched from R160s to R46 and R68 and 68A. Boy, I really hit up those 46s pretty hard in 2022 this year, didn't I? Okay, another 46. Here's the N. Did I tell? Oh, I guess I'm doing a cross-platform on the 2017. Nope, that's the R. Wow. Oh, okay. So it looks like the N's. I'll catch up. We didn't enter the train at the same time, but we should hopefully exit the train at the same time and enter the next one at the same time. Yeah, there's the N. And I'm still talking to other people's shoes on 2017. Oh, yes. Frankenstein's train on the right. Even with the new floor, not the old gray floor. Ah, looks like some construction here. Oh yeah, elevators. There have been a lot of new ADA upgrades, honestly, between then and now. So kudos on that, MTA. Elevators always just awesome. Welcome. As long as you can keep them actually working. Metropolitan. So we're going to take the. Guess that was the N. Guess we're taking up. The rats are still there. Wonder if they're the same rats. So we're taking the M. Yeah, I think one of the reasons that I had to speed up the 2017 video, not just because of selective editing and my editing style has changed slightly, but I actually did catch trains. I actually did make transfers at a better rate than I did in 2017. But I was traveling, well, it's pretty much the same time frame. I started in the morning, ended in the afternoon for each of these. Because I had to catch the Z train. That's the only way to catch the Z train. It's first thing in the morning. Or in the evening on the way back. And I don't have evenings available, so I did the morning. Alright, 14th Street. Yeah, I gotta take the L all the way to Broadway Junction. That's a long one. There we go. Everything looks pretty much the same here. Yeah, same platform, same signs. That one's R143L. I wonder if it'll come back. I wonder if that's the one I'm going to take. I already forgot how I did this. Let's see, L to Rockaway Park. An L going the... Look at that. An L going the wrong way. Exactly the same. And an... Wow. 143 too. So there's a 143L going the wrong way as soon as I entered the tracks, both times. Here comes the correct one. Ah, yes. The digital signage about the Metro card availability on the R143s has not changed at all. Still there. The only thing that's changed, fortunately, is the twin display boards for the L and the J/Z. So that's a helpful, customer-friendly upgrade that they took a long time to make, but it's done. All right, so there's going to be a lot of fast forwarding and speeding. Here's third. We don't get to see the new First Avenue entrance that was not open in 2017, but that's one difference that is definitely there. The L train, First Avenue, the entrance for the L train, they added one in Avenue A, I believe. Avenue A and First Ave. Not First Avenue A. It's the First Ave. Yeah, this is a station. They added a exit entrance to the train at Avenue A for this station. So now we're going underwater to Brooklyn. Yep, there's the old sign that was just L for the 1/4. Oh, there he goes. Accessoride. Find out how to apply. Yep, here's the same old display. Don't forget, you can buy a. Did you ever think you could pay for the train with your credit card? Ever think you would charge a subway ride with your credit card? Buy a MetroCard at the MetroCard machine. Soon they're all going to be selling Omni, and oh my gosh, these. I don't know if they're ever going to get rid of these poorly informed, these like old signs. Graham Avenue, already passed that. Montrose. So we're running a little behind on the 2022 line. Interesting. I think on 2017, I did not fast forward as quickly because when I fast forwarded quickly with the old camera, the footage got so crazy, like shaky. September 2020 is when they changed the displays in the R143s to make sure that it showed the JZ and the L. Montrose. Wow, I'm way behind on the 2022. This isn't a race, though. You know, like I said, I'm editing to make sure that that we pretty much enter the next train around the same time, as you know, so we can compare rolling stocks. I might forget some of the rolling stocks, but you know, or I might not be able to recognize them because in 2017 I didn't pay much attention to the actual train models, so the rolling stocks might not be accurate on some of these things for the 2017 model. You know, I was paying more attention to my feet for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe just because I thought I didn't want to show my face and I didn't know anything about trains. Jefferson. Oh, here we go. Wow, it's the same shot, different side. Almost the same shot. Really showing my feet because reasons. Also, it's a very long ride to be junk. Oh, hey, look at that. We came up above ground right at the graveyard, and I made a mention of it both times. Wilson Avenue on the left. I don't know. Oh, I guess we're already at B-Junk. Oh, that's right. I remember now. 2017. Oh, that's right. I remember now. 2017 was the time that I recorded the interior cab of an R32J train, and the dispatcher was like, "You gotta erase that." This is the R32 train. I did the interior, the driver's cab, and they were like, "You gotta erase that." No, I'm gonna watch. He sat there and he watched me erase it to make sure it was erased. So it erased some of the footage from the L train also. So whatever. But at least we get to ride an R32. That's pretty cool. So it's an R32 versus an R160. That would have been cool if it was an R179, but it doesn't really matter too much one way or the other to me. I do miss the R32s. I don't really miss the R42s too much. I don't know. The 42s got retired first, rightfully so, because they just weren't as good, in my opinion. They just weren't it didn't feel as good to ride them. It wasn't as smooth a ride to me. Maybe that's because they just didn't last as long. It was we're doing some track work in 2017. They're always doing track work on the J line, aren't they? Like always. Forever, perpetual track work. Wow, we're going real slow past on 2017. Oh, look at that. There's, speaking of R42s, there it is. Oh, yeah, the R42s got like nasty rust on the top really easy, but I believe the 32s are practically solid stainless steel and aluminum. I don't know, because like I never saw any rust on them. They were just tanks. R32s were like just tank beasts, indestructible. I miss them. All right, and I also remember I thought the J train was going local, but it doesn't go local. It stops at Marcy Avenue. I thought it could stop at, there's another 32. I thought it would stop and let me off at Lorimer, I think, and just transfer straight to the G train, but I had to walk back. So I had to copy that. Mistake in the 2022 video, because I had to do everything exactly the same. All right, Marcy Avenue's next. Oh, what? All right, yep. This is one of the big reasons I missed the 32 also, because you can't do this. You can't get awesome footage out the back of the window anymore on any of the trains. It's like this, the R32 was the last rolling stock that was in service to ever allow to have like a clear shot out the front and back for like, you know, rail fans. It was awesome. And now it's just like everything's all like obscured by the cab, and they don't want anybody peeking in. And it's like, I mean, it's better for the drivers, you know. I'm not complaining about that. It's better for the operators, so that's good. But you know, for people like us, it is kind of like, that's a shame. And there goes the 32. Bye, R32 J train. I miss you. I miss you. There's an elevator here where there wasn't an elevator before. You gotta walk down the stairsy wearsies in 2017. Lots of ADA improvements in those 5 years. Very cool. Very cool, MTA. Oh, the kiosk is still there in 2017. That's pretty cool. So now begins the long walk, the long journey to the G. I think I remember in 2017, this is where I stopped for lunch. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I stopped for lunch here in 2017, and maybe even 2022. Wow, the steadiness of the camera, just especially evident right now. Ah, yes, the elevated rails. Still there. So I've got Hewitt Street later. Broadway and Hooper. Is that entrance? Is that non-entrance still there or not? I don't know. Maybe I don't remember seeing that on 2022. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so that bolt, I was all like, I knew that bolt came from the elevated rail above in 2017, and I was like, made a big deal of it. But of course, I mean, there's so many bolts. It's not a load-bearing bolt. And you know how I know that? Because it's 2022, and the elevated train is still there. But man, I hope they've, let me check. It doesn't look like they've done any actual real improvement. They just sort of let it sit there. I don't see any new paint or anything on the elevated rails. Maybe they did sections of it that I'm not looking at, but it looks pretty much exactly the same as it did. There's the G train. Oh wait, that's right, there's the brown M sign here. There it is. Lorimer Street Station, where I should have gotten off, and it's still, the only thing that's changed is the graffiti and stickers on it. I guess they cleaned it at one time and then re-stickered it? I don't know. Anyway, down we go into G-Train Broadway Station. And the G has always been boring, but Omni makes it a little bit more interesting to at least enter. Everything looks exactly the same. G-Train, G-Line has not changed. I don't think they've added any elevators or anything, really. It's just like, oh, okay, wow. Big old flood going through in 2022. Oh, that's probably from the guy that was making all that water for that in that big puddle up on the surface in 2022. Interesting. So the displays were there in 2017. They're pretty brand new, and I didn't know how to use them. I don't know. Are they still touchscreen? I haven't ever touched the screen in a long, long time. So here we are, R68Gs, and I gotta say, the R160Gs, huge improvement on the G line. So thank you for that. Like, they're all R160, no mix, just R160s, straight up R160. This is something, I only saw this once on the 2017 and never saw again. It's an R68 or a 68A, I don't remember which, but it has the G-Train display. It tells you the day. Was that just like a pilot that just didn't work out? They put that display up there for people to see, and it was like, you know what? It's too expensive and people don't care. So they just stopped it? I don't know. But I have never seen that except that one place in 2017 on the G-Train. A little R68 with a display. There's construction trains, as usual. Looks like... Wow, were they using 32s back then too for construction? Bedford Nostrand. Wow, we are really pausing on it. Looks like the service has actually kind of improved between 2017 and 2022. That's good. Oh, that was just a regular work train, not a 32. That was one of those one-door work trains, I think. Man. Like I said, I'm only doing this in real time, not going to pause it, not going to examine it too much, but I will put up some little factoids that I think are interesting here and there.
Interesting perspective. Oh, well, thank you for that. Okay, Coney Island bound.
Oh, right. Another mistake I made in 2017 that I had to repeat in 2022. Thinking there was a crossover in Bergen, but there's not. There's a cross under, but I'm not allowed to go in it because it is a lower platform and not accessible to the public. And I didn't know that in 2017, but I do in 2022, but it doesn't change anything because I got to go above ground and do it again. Make the same mistake twice, but this time on purpose, so it's not a mistake. All right, this is the door that goes to the lower level that I am not allowed to go in, but I opened it and looked in anyway. Yeah, I probably shouldn't entertain that idea too much. Not about trespassing. All right, so up and above and crossover. Here we go. So I'm already on. Okay, F train. Got to omni it again. How many? I spent so much money on this when I didn't need to. I really need to do have I ever done an All Trains episode where I just did all in system and only paid one time? I don't know that I have. Was 2018 like that or 2019? I don't remember. I do this every year. I ride so many trains I don't remember every episode. Come on, give me a break. So we got to take the West 4th Street, got to go all the way to West 4th Street to take the E train from here. And the E trains always have been R160s. I don't think that has changed or will change anytime soon. But who knows? They might shuffle them around again. Be like, you know what line needs R160s? I don't know, Staten Island. And they'll move them all to Staten Island because reasons. They're not really going to do that. From what I understand, the R211s are going to replace the 44s in Staten Island, and that can't come soon enough. It's one of the reasons I don't want to go to Staten Island. Not really the main reason. Delancey, Essex. Wait a minute, I'm back where I started. Haha. East Broadway on the 2022 line. Yeah, see, like everything's not exactly keeping up, but mostly. Oh yeah, and there's something coming up in 2022 where I had to go buy a new battery and I had to cut and stuff. But I guess we'll see how that goes. Still going to try and time it right. There's Delancey on the right, so yeah, 2022 is a little bit behind 2017. Yeah, I'm probably going to upload a raw footage episode of this where I turn up the volume and y'all just listen to my ridiculous words and put on headphones, and you can listen to 2017 me and 2022 me at the same time. B-Laugh. That was before I came up with nicknames for the stations. B-Junk, B-Laugh, and the G train's just B because it's Broadway. Cool, we're getting off at the same time actually. Good.
Can't go up there. Have to go up here. Oh wait, that's right. You gotta go around all these stairways.
Alright, escalator fun on the right, but not so much on the left. Let's see, the A.
Children, always good advice.
And yeah, I think we all know the R160 is coming for the E.
2 stops? No, more than 2 stops.
Yep, on the right, R160. On the left, R160.
To 125.
That's just always has been.
There's gotta be a better. This was my first. Man, looking back, I'm gonna look back at how
What's that across the platform there? Oh, it's an M train. Never mind.
to do all these trains.
Oh no, I was looking at 2022 version.
This was my first
Man,
ever doing all
I was really aiming down a lot in 2017. Down and up. I definitely did not show as many faces
That's right.
in 2017 as I do in 2020. I guess I stopped caring so much. Actually, it was. I think one of the reasons was my pocket camera is so much lower profile. It's less noticeable. When I was using my DSLR, people were like, "Why are you aiming that camera?" They looked at me like, "Why are you aiming that camera at me?" You know, so it was kind of obvious that I was like aiming a camera at them, and you know, I don't want to make people uncomfortable. There's plenty of people already on the subway to make riders uncomfortable. I don't want to be one of those people.
What a weird day, right? It's like a day of too many trains instead of 9 up. Like 34th Street Penn. So yeah, we're going all the way to 7th Ave. Got a little ways more to go. 4 more stops, looks like.
23 Street, one of the local stops. So we got to take the D train. So we're going to go to 7th Ave, take the D train. All right, the D train got to take it all the way to 125th, and then everything back down from there.
Oh yeah, well we're not on the AC line. That's the line on 34th Street that bothers me.
Oh, there's a kill. My lady walked in with a cane almost on my foot in 2017. I think I had a more positive outlook on things in 2017 too. Seems like I'm jaded now after these 5 long years.
Anyway, but we're done. 34th Street. 50th is next, and I like 50th Street. It's oddly big for what it is, and has a shuttered entrance that I mentioned in one of my.
All right, so we should be getting to 7th Avenue pretty soon now.
It's kind of a weird little oddity, but I kind of cool.
You can hear on the left where I fast forwarded the video to try and match it to the exit at the same time.
7th Ave is next, and that's where
So I try to exit at the same time also, but mostly I definitely try to enter the next train at the same time. Though I'm not going to worry so much about exiting at the same time. Because it's not a race, it's just a weird comparison between times. 7th Ave, looks like not much has changed at the 7th Ave station. Still looks pretty good.
the train. Phone call. I'm going to call you at home.
I wonder if that payphone's... I didn't see that payphone in 2017. I'm guessing it was there in 2017. Look at that payphone. That was definitely there in 2017. Also, the trains were a lot shinier in 2017. Is that just me, or is that's not just my camera? That's a much shinier train. That's not just me. It's not just perspective or camera. That's like that poor train has like a dull, like I don't know. Maybe it's one of the trains that's been graffitied and cleaned off so many times. Who knows? Ah, yes, just like the E train, the D has always been R68 ever since I've been here in New York, I think, which was 2008 was when I moved here to New York.
So here we go. Here we go. After this, it's just like shoot straight up to 125th. It doesn't go smooth. Hopefully. Oh, there's it. I didn't realize there was an emergency.
All right, 59. So looks like we're going express. Express, got to go 59th all the way to 125th. Looks like, wow, on the left, we're really booking it. Already passing the Natural History Museum. Shaky camera on the left, man. Such an upgrade. I'm so glad DJI came out with that motion stabilizing gimbal Osmo Pocket.
Cool. Want to freeze 50th frame. And 81st Street.
There's finally passing the Natural History Museum in 2022.
Make sure we pass everything. There's 103rd. Some of these I think we passed without being able to see them. Oh, cool. You can see the split platform. That's kind of cool on 103rd Street. 110th Street Cathedral.
Looks like not much has changed. I think I didn't get to see. I know they had some murals at 81st Street in 2017. Have they been the same murals since then, or have they? I know they've refurbished them sometime between 2017 and 2022, or they reinstalled them or installed more or new ones. I can't remember exactly, but I remember that they were doing something at 81st Street to improve the station, the aesthetics. Now, if they could just keep improving service instead of concentrating on aesthetics. I like aesthetics. I like things to be pretty, but I prefer trains to be on time. Yes, the R46C trains were versus R160, I believe, in 2017. Yep. A downgrade. That's right. The A and C have been downgraded significantly, except for the 179s, which are an upgrade. All right, made it to 125th. On the left on 2017, have not made it to 125th yet on the, or I did make it to 125th, and now I'm already on the way back. That's good, kind of keeping up. 110th Street is definitely an improvement, definitely an aesthetic improvement. But here I am talking to my reflection instead of looking out the window in 2017. And staring at my feet again. Man, I showed a lot of feet in 2017. Like you would think I was selling shoes or something. And I'm still not, necessarily, selling shoes. Like anytime I tell you to buy Asics, it's because I like them, not because they pay me. Maybe someday in the future. Yep, just like 2022 me said, got to change the 72nd Street for the B train, and then take the B train back to, I guess, 59th. Yeah, there have been a lot of mosaics improved and installed since 2017, so that's you guys know how I like the mosaics. Just so nice, so pretty. So much. I came to the conclusion that they actually, I think, build them and then install them later. They don't just build them inside the station one tile at a time. They pre-build them and then put them up. 81st Street. Okay, so I'm already at 72nd on the 2017 and about to get there in 2022. Here we are. I am guessing the Bs also haven't changed. I am not 100% sure. Oh yeah, this is where my battery died. I had to go to Best Buy and get a new battery. Or after at 59th Street, I have to go to Best Buy. Is that it? So leave in the comments on the 2017 version. Is that an R68 or an R68A? I could not see the numbers on the train. That's how I usually tell the difference between the two. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if that was an A or a 68 or a 68A in 2017. I know it's a 68A in 2022 because of the numbers on the train.
Battery for my camera does not hold a charge for very long at all anymore. It's like 30 minutes at best. All right, cool. So
All right, headed back up on 2022 to go to Best Buy and get a new battery. Wow, I'm really taking my time in 2017 to get to the A train, Columbus Circle. Look at that! I'm using the touch screen like it's a phone in 2017. I'm so fascinated. Let's see what. Oh, it's really slow too, though. Not very responsive. Looks like the 7 detours in 2017 were not going to bother me. I had to pay for one extra entry in 2022 because of the battery dying, but Omni made it easy. All right, looks like we're about to enter whatever the A train gets here at the same time. And there's a D train first, and a D train. Same thing, both times. D train came before the A train. And I'm already just fast forwarding it away. Get out of here. Get out of here, 5-year difference in the D train. I wonder if they were even the same numbers. I wish I'd paid closer attention to the train numbers because I could, in 2017, because I could like tell. I could tell if it was going to, if like, it would be so cool if I like rode the same car number. That would be pretty cool. So I got in 2017, I got an R46 with the old shabby floor, and in 2022, got an R46 with the new shabby floor with cereal in a seat in case I get hungry for a snack. Good old New York City subway. Some things don't change. Lots happened between 2017 and 2022. A lot of bad things have happened. New York Institute of Technology. All right, so we're going to, we're taking this down to Times Square. Going to go to the 7, which is split halfway between the Port Authority bus terminal and actual Times Square. Randomly, just the entrance is just right there in the between. Looks like this little passageway. The only thing that's different about this passageway is there are more screens now. Yeah, there are more displays. And there's definitely displays up there. Looks like the signage is roughly the same. Alright. Only going to take this... What are we doing? 7, 6. Taking this one stop and then going to the 6 train. 2 stops. Sorry. 5th Avenue is a stop on the 7 train. Flushing Avenue. 5 minutes. Cool, cool, cool. Whoa, I completely forgot about this. I have never... I think this might have been the only time I rode one of the 7 trains. It's always been the R188. Ever since, like, I can remember. But it's an R62A 7 train right now. Like, it's a 6 train. It's even got a green outline around the 7. It's a 6 train they made into a 7 train. See? Wow. And the 7 doesn't even fit in that little circle. Very, very cool. Lots of... Wow, no wonder All Trains 2017 is so popular. Lots of weird things happened in that 2017, randomly. Despite the shaky camera. Very shaky camera. All Trains 2022 is better camera, but a little more boring. Maybe. I don't know, it certainly went quicker this time. Despite the battery charging issues. I did not do a time lapse on the 2022 version. Didn't do a foot time lapse. All right. Funny story about 2017. I completely missed my stop. Had to take the 7 train back from Queens to Grand Central and get out and pretend like nothing ever happened. Okay, so the 6 is even so same model, same R62A or something. 6. Yep, R62A both times, always has been, right? Maybe not always has been, but as far as back as I can remember, 5 years anyway, which, you know.
I like that. It's got little boxes. All right, first look stop out the way. Got little boxes that tells people where to stand, how to step aside.
Very cool. 28.
Well, I guess when because the green light is the most heavily traveled in New York, I guess they kind of need that.
Mosaic. Love that one with the gold,
right,
with the gilded. Oh, look at that.
All right, showing my feet again because I didn't know what else to show. I really, really, really didn't want to show people's faces. Didn't want to aim the camera at people in 2017. Ah, one of my favorite Mosaic installations, 2022.
Not a big fan of flowers, but that's just a really pretty set of installations.
No slope for us.
23rd Street. So we're going to 14th, then taking the 5 one stop and the 4 one stop, then the 3 2 1, all the way to South Ferry.
Wow.
Bars looking stuff. actually make a design. Okay, 23rd Street. Okay, close it. Good. Cool. Off we go. Oh, no.
Ah, yes. The door open and closing issues have always been a thing. It's, I'm open. I'm closed. I'm open. I'm closed. I'm open. Okay, I'm closed again.
That's right. He's got a list of all.
The quality of the camera, man, I really wish I could get the quality of the 2017 DSLR camera, obviously, and the form factor of the 2022 DJI Osmo Pocket, because the form factor is awesome. Also, it's 4K 60p, but man, the focus shift, the amount of depth of field I get, and the color and everything in 2017 was just fantastic. It's just so plain and kind of flat in 2022 in the DJI, but the smoothness, I definitely prefer the smooth movement and the higher definition versus the DSLR less smooth movement and slightly better quality depending in the still shots anyway. A lot better quality in still shots. The moving shots not so much. Here I am showing my feet both times because reasons. You know what? I'm going to start selling shoes. I'm going to start leaving Amazon affiliate links. So there. I'm going to buy some shoes and say, here, you want the shoes? And here's a link, and I'll make like 5% on it. I don't know. Just spitballing. Maybe it's something that'll happen in the future.
Another 6. Too many trains today. What's up?
Bleecker. Bleeker's still the same as it always was. Canal Street.
Alright, so I think we're here.
Ah, there's a nice little hidden entrance, or I guess emergency entrance or whatever, and on the 2022 version that I did not see on the 2017. Another thing about the the DSLR camera, it was much better in low light. I could see things out the window much better in the dark than I can. I can't do that at all with the DJI. Just not a thing. It's all about, priorities. Every camera can't have everything you need. Okay, 5 and 2 minutes.
Whatever. Downtown 6 will run express from Grand Central. That's at night. Okay, don't have to worry about that.
Ah, yes, service changes. The perpetual service changes.
Interesting. Let's get an idea where where's the Lansing asset. Oh, here. That's where it started. Then it went
Center Street, Lafayette, JZ. No.
And then I went to LFG, went all the way down, and then took the F back up, and all the way here, then took the D all the way to Harlem, and then I took the, then I went down, now we're around here somewhere.
Anytime now.
That's a good summary, right? Another 6 train.
Here we go.
There's that 6 train we took, I guess.
4 train.
Another wet spot. Very wet.
4 train. Okay, so now it's taking the 4. We're taking the 4 to Brooklyn Bridge City Hall?
Honestly, it looks
Or is that where we are? No, Fulton Street. Taking the 4 to Fulton. We are at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall. 4 to Fulton, then the 3 and the 2 back up to Chambers, and then the 1 down to South Ferry. And not taking the Staten Island Ferry, because we're not going to Staten Island. Ever again. Oh, wow, some mismatched numbers on the right there. 1978, 1979. Gosh, I really want to see some of the same trains. That would be cool. But nope, that was 1990, not quite. I'm sure if I freeze frame, I could probably find it, but so much freeze framing. I'll leave it to you eagle-eye viewers to figure out if I see the same train in both videos.
Okay, we're not going all the way to Wall Street, so we're going to, this is a 10 platform. Got to take the 3 train. Whoa, look at this. Okay.
Looks like they're upgrading the entrance there on 2022. I wonder if I'll be able to see that in 2017, what that looks like. It probably just looks like it does now, except without all the tape. I don't think I'm going to lift my camera up to not show my feet. Nope, just my feet. There it is. Nope, just all over the place with the camera, of course, because that's how I did it. That's how I rolled back in 2017. Here we go. This looks exactly the same, with a little grid work design with the fluorescent lights at the top of the ceiling.
I'm not afraid of any dog. It's fine. All right. Oh yeah, Fulton Street. Got to go under the J.
Yeah, this is so. It took me a while. It took me like a really long time to realize I have to go, that I was going under the J train track to get to where I needed to go. And there was, this Fulton Street is still so confusing. It looks the same. It is the same. Just so confusing to me. I really have to, I keep saying I got to make a tutorial about Fulton Street so people don't get lost like I always used to. And I still do sometimes. But it's just so many different lines connected where they weren't connected before that it's just how it had to be. Ah, yes, escalator fun. Did I do escalator fun back then? I did. Okay. It's been a thing for a while, huh? Yep, set the camera on the escalator rail and go for the ride. Alright, so the 3 lines down here on the left, 2017.
I just realized I'm not supposed to go downtown, I'm supposed to go uptown to go to Park Place, and then I gotta take the 2 to Chamber Street, and then the 1.
Alright, so here's the 3 for uptown on 2022. What am I looking at on the right there? On the left there. Okay, same thing. Exactly the same train. Always has been. Not exactly the same train. You get what I'm saying. Same model. I can't see. I don't see the numbers, so how am I supposed to know if it's the same train or not? That's actually an excellent question. Have they ever not been this model of train? They've been on the 3 for like ever since I've been in New York. This is what the 3 train has been. This is the rolling stock it has been. Okay, 2 more trains. Not a lot of differences, but the shuttle train was a huge difference. The shuttle platform. A lot of mosaic differences, you know. And a lot more of these screens, these displays. A lot more of these displays in station that were definitely not there in 20. They were planned to be there in 20, you know, starting in 2017, but a lot of them had not been installed yet. But looks good. I like the displays, the LCD displays, LED displays, the screens. Countdown clocks, the old count. Oh, you know what? I don't think any of the new countdown clocks were there in 2017, were they? The ones with the white background, the nicer ones, not the green ones, not the green digital ones. The nicer ones were installed after 20. Like, this is the old kind of countdown clock in 2017. I think the newer ones were installed since then. Like, I don't think there was a single newer countdown clock. Am I remembering wrong? I think I'm right. I think the nicer ones that were actually an LCD screen were installed much later. I want to say 2018. The next 2018 to 2022. So there's a lot of differences, a lot of improvements. I don't see any. Honestly, between the 2 rides, there's a couple of quality of life, you know, riding the subway, quality of life things that have not improved. But as far as the upgrades and improvements, you know, it seems slow. It seems annoying that it took 5 years, but there's a lot of ADA improvements with the elevators, a lot of aesthetic improvements with the mosaics, a lot of train station remodeling. The only thing, I just can't help but shake the feeling that I just got really lucky on the 2022 All Trains video and got my transfers in just like almost right away every time. Because that's just not how it is most days. In 2022, it feels like the service is almost the same as it was in 2017. And the service has not improved or has actually worsened in some places. That's just what it feels like. I don't have any. I'm not a data analyst. I'm not a chart guy. I'm not going to sit there and look. Oh yeah, okay. So look on the left there on 2017. That is the World Trade 1, right? That's the World Trade. Oh, huge difference. Giant, like a brand new station opened, World Trade Center. It was under construction in 2017, and you can see the difference. Under construction versus completed and beautiful. Goes right into the Oculus. Gotta say, that's big difference. There are some definite big differences and big improvements. Lots of, mostly aesthetic though. ADA is excellent. Aesthetic improvements are great. Please improve service and stop this rerouting madness that happens during the summer. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we're going to transfer to the one train now. No, we're at the one. Silly, transferred the one. We're on the one train, South Ferry. Now we get to see Staten Island Ferry, so we can say how much we're not going to ride it. Let's go up to the surface and see what's going on. Oh yeah, there have been a lot of improvements to this station too. Right? Because that's right. This was 2017 was when they were combining the two, Whitehall and South Ferry, into one station, so it wasn't like all weird and stuff. Elevator. So the Staten Island Ferry looks the same, but the entrances that were under construction in 2017, I believe they opened at the end of 2017 or the beginning of 2018, like this one. You can see the entrances. Look at that. Like, huge improvements here at the Staten Island, at the Whitehall South Ferry station. Well, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison. I hope I didn't miss anything. If I did, don't forget to leave something in the comments and tell me what I missed. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know when the new episodes come out randomly. So, I'm trying to work on a schedule. We'll see.